I'm being biased. I'm just picking those that I admire the most and my favorite coaches, let's say. Not necessarily top 5 that one is better than the other.
Yeah.
Number 1 for me is Dimitris Studis. Modern basketball, everything's about numbers and spacing, and
He won EuroLeague twice, so he
could have won more.
assisted
He could have
Jelko.
won more,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course, but I think there's still more to come.
Yeah.
So Itudis is number 1 for me.
Him also on my list.
And also because of his fluent English, I could see him working in the NBA, actually,
Mhm.
from the European coaches that we have right now. He's one of the candidates. Number 2, Xavi Pascual. He's the coach that resurrects teams. He went to Zenit when they were dead. Then actually next season they had an even lower budget, but they built a team that made the playoffs. And Barcelona had to go through hell in order to reach the Final Four and beat Zenit in 5-game series. So Xavi Pascual, of course, you need to give him freedom to build a team the way he wants to. But when he has the tools, he's a genius. He's a basketball genius. So number 2 for me.
He's a game changer. That's for sure.
Number 3, Pablo Lasso. I just love him. I love the way Real Madrid's playing. I'm not so sure if Pablo Lasso would be successful in a different environment, but he's in Madrid for 10 years already, and he's going to stay a lot longer. He's building a dynasty. Real Madrid is the best organization in Europe, in my opinion, because they can afford to sign players for 5-year contracts and also make money from buyouts. And Pablo Lasso says he's a romantic because he loves beautiful basketball. He's allowing his players to improvise. If you're hot, if you made 2 consecutive 3-pointers, no one's going to judge you if you take an off-balance shot like Sergio Yul or Rudy Fernandez does. And Thomas Hertel, for example, he's enjoying playing for Pablo Lasso.
Yeah, you mentioned man management. So Pablo Lasso is the best definition for a good coach for a man management.
He's good for Americans. He's good for Europeans. He
local
speaks
players
Spanish,
as well.
speaks English.
He involves all these young players. 20 youth team members were involved in Real Madrid's main roster.
And he's so calm.
10 years.
I mean, of course, sometimes he gets technical fouls.
He can
but
fire up very quickly.
Usually he's so calm. Of course, this comes with experience. But Pablo Lasso is a great character. So number 3, number 4 for me, Charas. It's all about the system, about the rules, about the principles. You can like or dislike the way they're playing, the way they're winning, but he proved to everybody that he can demand a lot from superstar players, as well as he did when he worked in Žalgiris with players that were not stars yet. He made them actually stars. So he did an amazing job with Žalgiris, and of course, sooner or later he will win the EuroLeague.
Yeah, and he already did an amazing job with Barca in his first year, reaching the finals, winning the Spanish League, Copa del Rey as well. So it was a great success for him. And Etram Messina ends your top 5? Because I have him on my list.
Could be out of respect.
For me, it was mostly it's out of respect. The culture he brings, the culture he builds on all of his teams, the way how, talking about man management, the way how he improved in this area. And again, the 5th selection, actually Messina was my 5th selection in this top 5. It was really hard because there are a lot of coaches very close to that top 5 line.
My 5th selection is Messina's compatriot, Andrea Trinchieri.
That was the first name.
I mean, the charisma and sometimes arrogance is really
a lot of times
really spectacular, but it's so entertaining. And what's he done with Bayern Munich and previously with Bamberg? It's amazing, and you just want to see him with an elite team actually to compete for a championship. There is this question mark whether Andrea Trinchieri would be successful, let's say with Barcelona or CSKA. But in my opinion, he would. He would find a way to win with superstar players, as well as he's winning with some role players and some veterans right now in Germany.